Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about stress testing your retirement portfolio, and Gabe Rockers is here to kind of give us the old what for, because, when that market starts going up and going down, a lot of people start to worry a little bit, Gabe.
Absolutely. So first and foremost, thank you guys for having me and allowing me to sponsor this segment. This year has been a year full of volatility, both big swings out of the gates to the upside, then massive swing to the downside, and now we're back on the upward move. So thought this topic would be ideal considering we have a lot of boomers either near or in retirement.
That's right. So you talked a little bit about risk orientation. Talk a little bit about that.
So, really good question. Everybody's tolerance for risk varies. We've got really risk adverse individuals, we've got high risk takers. Now, while we're working and accumulating our assets, in other words, growing assets for those future retirement income needs, really we can afford to take on more risk.
Right.
As you're getting close to retirement, maybe 5 years away, or you're in those early years of retirement, traditionally it makes a lot of sense to de-risk. It makes a lot of sense to reduce stock exposure weightings and go more towards fixed income or cash type positions in a heavier weighting, just to simply provide more predictable returns and more safety to the downside. Because markets do work on a compounded basis. And in compound interest, what we can ill afford to do is give too much back when we're relying on those monies for those supplemental income needs. So those fixed income instruments, cash instruments at a heavier weighting do provide more safety to the downside in a more prolonged or a lengthier market downturn. And so just touching on that, I would always encourage my clients, let's discuss your emergency fund needs. Let's make sure that coming into retirement, we have at least a 3 to even up to a 12-month supply of cash on the sideline for those rainy days. If you're requiring supplemental income from your investment portfolio in retirement, in addition to Social Security incomes or pension streams of income, then again, we can ill afford to give too much back, because that puts a lot of pressure on your plan down the road. So to have an effective emergency fund, to also have a very effective position of income-based oriented investments for your short-term and your medium-term income needs. In other words, I don't want my clients' monies that they need in the next 12 to 18 to 24 months in the stock market. That allows us to weather the storm during that prolonged downturn.
Right. Great info, Gabe. How can people get a hold of you to find out more?
So we're on the South Belt, down near the Tractor Supply and the Walmart. Anybody that's in the area that wants to pop in and introduce themselves, our teammate and partner Melody, she can gather a little information, put you on our calendar. You can find us on the internet. You can pick up the phone and call us.
You're the best, Gabe.
I don't know about that, but I appreciate it, Mike. I hope you guys have a great week.
You got it. Thank you, Gabe. All right.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We're going to be right back.